Shows that I open. This over streaming? Okay. Welcome back to WOBIZ Business Redesign Clinic. Look at this right here. The Redesign Clinic. On Monday, we told you the real reason you're behind and have inconsistent revenue in your business had little to do with selling harder. It comes down to missing systems. That's what it boils down to. So a quick recap for anyone joining us for the first time today. Monday's assignment was this. Write down where your last 5 clients actually came from. And I'm talking real sources, no guesswork. Where did they come from? Was it from Instagram? Was it from YouTube, Facebook? And if you already did that, pull your list back out right now. If this is your first session with us in a Redesign Clinic, grab a pen and jot down those 5 sources as we go on. And look at that list right now. Count how many sources show up more than once. For most of you, that list is probably scattered, right? A referral here, a random DM, a lucky post that may have taken off. But what it's going to show you is 0 repeatable patterns. And that scatter you have is the reason your income is unstable. And so today, we design a system that helps you fix that. So I want you to remember this by the end of today's session. A designed revenue system runs whether you are actively selling or already fully booked in your calendar. Okay, hold on to that. And that is the goal for you today. All right.
So let's talk about, then, Shanitha, let's talk about constraint number 1. No owned lead channel. It's a lot to say. No owned lead channel. In every lead, if every lead on your list came from someone else's platform, a referral, or a lucky algorithm moment, you own nothing repeatable. Instagram can change its reach tomorrow. I've heard so many people when they
lose their profiles all the time.
All kind of stuff. A referral partner can go quiet for a whole season. Neither of those belongs to you, right?
Nope.
So an owned channel is one you control from front end to back end. It's your list. It's your funnel. It's your diagnostics. Something that exists and produces leads regardless of what any platform decides to do this week, next year, next month, whatever.
Come on.
So the fix is simple to state and hard to skip. Build one channel you fully own before you add a second traffic source anywhere else. Let's put that to work right now. And I want you to go ahead and pull up your list for Monday. For each client, mark it with 1 letter, an own, O for own channel, a channel that you own, a B for a borrowed channel, meaning someone else's platform or algorithm, and an R for referral. Now count your O's. If that number is 0, you have your starting point for today. You are building your first O.
So good. It made me think about this too, Teresa. Remember when ChatGPT, we were trying to figure out how to start group chats? This is a classic example of when you don't have an own channel. Right. If you don't know about this, ChatGPT has retired group chats. So everything that's in there is just gone. And what'd you say, Teresa? Well, they own it.
Yes, so they can do it.
They can do it. And that's a great example of constraint number 1. Let's get into constraint number 2. No follow-up sequence. Now, owning a channel fixes where leads come from, but it does nothing for what happens after someone says, I opt in. And that is constraint number 2. No follow-up sequence. They say the power is in the follow-up. When I say that's true, I can testify that it is true. So here's the part almost no one wants to really say out loud. Most leads are lost to silence rather than rejection. See, someone fills out your form, you message you back, books a call, and then life happens. Because it happens. Your life. You
Mm,
get pulled into a client fire, maybe the kid's acting crazy, maybe an emergency, and that lead sits for days with zero response. And then by the time you go back to it, that person has already made a decision without you in the room.
mhm.
See, a follow up sequence removes your memory and your mood from the equation.
How
It,
important is that?
I mean, it runs the moment a lead comes in, whether you are at your desk or picking up your child sick from school. Come on, somebody. Three
Mhm.
to five touch points spaced out, each one moving the conversation forward instead of just restarting it every time.
Right.
This is the same design principle from week one. Document it once, automate the ending and the sending, and the follow up happens with or without you.
Right.
That is so important.
Mm-mm-mm. Now let's talk about the constraint number 3 and a
Yes.
rehook number 3. The own channel and the follow-up sequences, two pieces in place. That's just almost a tongue twister. Two pieces in place. The third piece is the one that turns activity into forecast. And you can actually plan around that.
Yes.
Constraint number 3, no revenue forecasting.
Mm.
Without a forecast, every month feels like surprise.
Right?
Good months feel like, ooh, we are lucky this month. And slow
Ooh,
months feel like failure all over the place.
hello,
Neither one is
somebody.
true. Neither one's true, y'all. Revenue is math, and math can be predicted once you know your numbers. So know your numbers.
So good.
This is where we hand you the freedom number. Here's how it works. Take your average ticket price. Real estate is a clean example, like $7,000, right? Per deal. Now ask, how many real conversations does it take to produce one sale at that price? Real
Mm.
conversations with real prospects, never followers or never likes. We're
Mm.
talking about real people, right?
Yep.
If the honest answer is one sale for every 10 conversations, your freedom number is 10. That
Mm.
is the number of conversations that reliably produces one sale. Now,
So
once you know the
good.
number, revenue stops being a mystery in your mind. And what two sales next month? You want them, you can get them.
Yeah.
You need roughly 20 conversations to do those two sales. You want
Yes.
5 sales? Well, you need 50 conversations. The forecast writes itself because the math already exists and it's mathing inside
Yes.
your own close rate, right? So you got to know what the close rate is, and that's how we do it.
So good.
That number becomes your daily and weekly target. A specific number of real estate conversations tracked and repeated replaces post more and hope more. Post and hope.
Post and hope. Wow.
So grab a pen and answer 2 questions on paper right now. What is your average ticket price? And out of your last 10 sales conversations, how many turned into paying clients?
Mm.
The second number out of 10 is your freedom number. Circle it. That's the number your own channel and your follow-up sequence exist to feed every single week.
Mm.
That's good.
Wow.
That's good.
So that's so good. So, do you have an example of when a client had transformation that was when they had revenue predictability? I guess real estate, right?
Yeah,
Real estate
yeah.
is a good example.
Yeah, it is a good example. Yeah, and that's what I do in my
Ah.
business. But yes, in the all day, every day business I've been doing for the last I don't know how many decades, that's what it is. It's to
Ah.
determine so the freedom number in terms of how do we capture a client, and then there's another freedom number that we'll
Yeah.
talk about later, which is how do we meet our budget and know that we're now free. It's $1 over
Hmm.
whatever your expense is. So if your expenses are 10,000 a month, then you need to do, if you're doing 7,000, you got to do at least two
Right.
in order to cover that. And now you're free from that. So anyway,
Got it. Got it. So, so good. So, did y'all hear that own channel, follow up sequence, freedom number? Three pieces, one system. If you miss any one of the three, all that volatility comes back every week. Like you said, hope and pray. It comes
Mhm.
back. So here's a question to sit with before we close out tonight. Which of these three actually is missing in your business right now? Is it the own channel, the follow-up sequence, the freedom number, and the one that's truly missing rather than the one that simply feels urgent, right? The one that's truly missing.
Mm.
Urgent and missing are really the same thing. That's exactly why we have the WOBIZ Business Diagnostic for you.
Mhm.
Now, I wanted to mention this real quick too. Your own channel can be emails, your own funnels, and they can lead from social media, but they got to end with you. Okay.
Right.
So you now have a system pulling leads toward you, a sequence that follows up automatically, and a number that turns activity into a forecast. Does that sound good? It sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Yes.
But for some of you, revenue sits second. Sits second.
Tanika, here is your reminder.
I'm going to continue if she doesn't. Go ahead.
Okay. So revenue still six second. Revenue sits second in line today. And the real constraint might be visibility or might be somewhere else inside how the business runs day to day. Right.
Mm.
We don't know that. That is why we have the WOBIZ Business Diagnostic and it helps you to identify that. It's a
Mhm.
structured assessment across all five WOBIZ pillars. It takes about maybe 5-10 minutes. And at the end, you get your WOBIZ Health Business Score
Right.
and your top three constraints ranked by impact rather than by what feels urgent this week. You
Yeah.
already have plenty of information today. What you need is to know where you're starting at. The link will be in the description box below this video, and you can take it completely free to you to
Yeah.
take that diagnostic. And when I say I'm not being biased, it actually is so powerful and so helpful. It takes about 5 minutes. So with that, remember one thing. What is that, Teresa?
Freedom, freedom isn't found.
No, no, no.
Remember
It
that.
is designed.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for being here tonight for the WOBIZ Redesign Clinic. We are here every Thursday, and we will see you on Monday
And wait
for,
a minute, don't forget
oh,
to like the
oh,
channel.
yes,
Don't forget to like the channel. We are
comment,
looking for our tribe,
people.
our tribe. So like the channel, share the channel. If you got value out of this, please share it with someone that needs it. This is business, y'all. This is real business, real
Yes.
time, real good information. And it might not be the dramatic, ooh, but it is what you need to
Come
get that
on.
dramatic lifestyle that you really want.
Yes, and we're
Freedom.
speaking from truth and experience, and we're here to help you. So,
Yeah.
yeah, in the description box below, take this, the diagnostic, and we'll hear from you on Monday.